Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Fury. The story of Benjamin Blake, 1942. I'm giving it 1 out of 5 stars. It gets a very high 7.1 out of 10. This is going to be another John Carradine flick. Although the reason why it gets such a high score is because Tyrone Power plays Benjamin Blake. Benjamin Blake and John Carradine both go full Blue Lagoon. They want to do away with Western civilization, live into the Polynesian East Indies lifestyle with Jean Tierney mumbling her lines. Kind of a ridiculous story. It's based on a popular novel at the time. Edison Marshall's 1941 historical novel, Benjamin Blake, takes place during the reign of King George III, whenever that was, in Bristol, England. The young Benjamin Blake is played by Roddy McDowall. There's some confusion about the bloodlines, but Roddy McDowall is snatched from his grandfather, who's like a gunsmith, and he's brought over to George Sanders' estate, and he's forced to work in the horse stables. He's like an indentured servant, warded and bonded servant. And he doesn't like it, so he fights back against George Sanders, and he's charged with assault. He grows up to become Tyrone Power by this time, and he decides to run away to the East Indies to capture gold. He bumps it into John Carradine, a couple stowaways on a ship, and they get this ship to steer in the direction of this island where Jean Tierney is. A lot of white Polynesian people in this movie. Anyways, Jean Tierney does not look like a very convincing Polynesian woman. So they swim ashore, and at first the natives think that they're a bunch of Spanish people, but Tyrone Power shows the whips on his back, and all of a sudden they fall in love with him. Quite literally. I mean, Jean Tierney wants to be his wife. Love at first sight kind of thing. Sometimes I wish I had that effect on women, but I think Tyrone Power died when he was 44. He had a heart attack. Too much smoking cigarettes, I guess. But anyways, so John Carey, Tyrone Power, they find all these pearls, these oysters. Tyrone Power does all the diving, and then John Carradine pries open the oysters, and So they get this incredible amount of pearls, but John Carradine has a change of heart. He wants to live there on the island, even though the Polynesian babe, or the white Polynesian babe, Jean Tierney, she has the hots for the Benjamin Blake character, Tyrone Power, not the John Carradine character. So Tyrone grabs his pearls, goes back to England to reclaim his title, which he does. He gets in a fight with George Sanders, which he wins. And I think you can pretty much guess the ending. He's in love with an English woman, George Sanders' daughter, from the moment that he was working in the horse stables as the grown-up Tyrone Power version of Benjamin Blake. But she double crosses him. He finds out, and then he's totally alienated about modern English society under King George III, who he was 1760 until 1801, somewhere in that time period. So we're talking 18th century when this film takes place. And not a good film. This has to be probably my least favorite Tyrone Power movie so far. I mentioned that he didn't get the role in Three Musketeers, so they gave it to some other dude who could actually sing. But he's in a lot of swashbuckling stuff. Of course, my favorite movie of his is Nightmare Alley, which is also his favorite role, was Nightmare Alley. So, oh yeah? Wow, how'd they do that? That looks pretty complicated.
Yeah, it's running at a really low FPS, so we can put a lot of time in this.
Yeah. So, I'm going to finish Rome Against Rome now. Took my little nap finally. I didn't think I had it in me to sleep. I felt tired, but then when I went to bed, I kind of felt like I overslept last night. I didn't have to wake up until 8 to get ready for this guy. I cleaned up my bachelor pad with a lot of bleach. So there's probably some lingering bleach smell in this place, but open up the windows to get some fresh air. The old lady upstairs, her family's here, her daughter and her son-in-law. I never see their daughter around. I think I saw her like 2 times, and then she probably got scared. Didn't want to come here anymore. Anyways, I think they don't like it when I leave the garage door open to get fresh air in here, so I just had the window cracked the whole time. They don't even know about it because the curtains are shut. So I think I'm gonna cook steak again. I've got a big bloody ribeye steak for this guy, but I still got to go through my ramen and my hot and sour soup to get to the chicken part tomorrow. So anyways, not a good flick. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like the whole romanticization of island life versus the industrialized kind of Great Britain during the 18th century. That kind of bothered me. Honestly, I never understood that in any of the Blue Lagoon movies with Brooke Shields or that other gal. What's her name? Anyways, not my kind of flick. I'm not going to say highly recommended or check it out, but I did put the actors' names in the description box if you're interested. I'm going to check out Rome Against Rome now. Laters.